course, you can't go to the UP without taking the ferry over to Mackinac Island. We chose Shepler's. Next boat leaves in about 20 minutes. So we went with Shepler's. They're $36 per adult, no senior discount. Boats are every 30 minutes going across and every 30 minutes coming back. So it's $36 per person round trip. So we're gonna go over there and do some hiking.
Oh, really?
So the boat we got on is called the Felicity. We're gonna go out underneath the Mackinac Bridge on our way to Mackinac Island.
That distance is so great. That distance this ends to 600 miles an hour. So not only does the bridge connect the upper and lower peninsulas, it is forever the dividing line between Lake Michigan and Lake Huron. We're just in Lake Michigan. We are back in Lake Huron. We will already tell everybody you have visited two very
This is where we just got off the boat. This is the Shepler boat dock. As you can see, they don't allow cars, bicycles, and horses. This is the main drag. This is where we got to go to get the boat to go back. Meanwhile, we're going to go do some hiking. They got bike rentals for everyone. Hundreds and hundreds of bicycles. We're not doing it because we prefer to hike. But look at all those bicycles that they've rented out. We're walking our way to Arch Rock. We got to get down Main Street first. At the base of the fort is Marquette Park. The park was part of the fort, their garden for the soldiers, but it was donated to the park in honor of Jack, or however you pronounce his name, Marquette. And there he is. Jacques Marquette. 1637 to 1675. He stands in front of the Mackinac Fort. So we just climbed a hill from the port. Let me zoom in. You can see the port way down there. And we're on our way to Arch Rock. Grand Hotel to the left, fort to the right, and Arch Rock to the right. And we're gonna go up there. So this is the top of the hill of Fort Mackinac. We're not going in. We've already done it once. There is I think it's $16.75 to go on in. But it's a cool fort. If you haven't done it at least once, you got to do it. What do you think, Ange?
It's a cool fort. We've been in there before though, so we're basically heading toward the arch.
Okay, let's go to the arch.
Okay.
Still working our way to the Arch Rock. We took the bicycle / hiking trail instead of the main road, which lots of horses and buggies. But we're enjoying a little bit of solitude. We're getting down to it. You can see all the carts down there and horse-drawn. All right, we made it to Arch Rock. I don't know if you can see it back there, but you can see all the way down to Lake Huron. It's a really kind of cool arch. But we're here.
Take a picture.
family. Let's go.
There's people down there.
Go see your family. Leo, turn around. Stand up straight.
That's the back side of the arch. There's down there where the people were. A nice big boat out there. So we've left the arch and we're working our way back to town, and we found a little garden stake. Isn't he pretty? There's the trail we're hiking.
Yes, let me take a picture.
So earlier on this trip, we were in Fundy National Park in New Brunswick.
Yes.
Yeah. And we were hiking along the ocean in the woods. This would definitely remind you of what we did over in New Brunswick. But that's not ocean over there.
That is salt-free and shark-free.
Yep, salt-free and salt-free and shark-free. No, what does the hat say? It says unsalted and shark-free.
Yes.
We're almost back to town. Just wanted to show the beauty of the water. Oh, we got a jet boat out there too. As always, Angel found a Catholic church.
I did not hear you, Charlie. Charlie, we're gonna catch you.
St. Anne's Church. I guess if you owned a boat, you wouldn't have to pay $36 a person to get here. Of course, the boat would probably cost you more than that. So we're walking around on Mackinac Island. What are the odds we ran into my cousin from Detroit and his wife and kid? Unbelievable. So we just had lunch together here on Mackinac Island. Haven't seen y'all in about a year or so, right?
No, we saw him right before we left on this trip at Ford Museum.
Okay, that's right. At the Ford Museum on the way up. So, at the beginning of the trip, back in April.
It was months ago.
Months ago. Yes.
But what are the odds? We just ran across each other here on the island, so
Exactly.
kind of cool.
Yes.
This is St. Anne's Cemetery, as we are on Cemetery Road, but we're on our way to Post Cemetery. We made it to Post Cemetery. The majority of this Post Cemetery is from the War of 1812. Folklore has it that both British and American soldiers are buried here. But the one thing I wanted to point out is the flag. There it is right there. That flag stays at half staff all the time for the unknown soldier. Only one of 4 places in the world where the flag stays at half staff for the unknown soldier forever. Most of the grave sites here were just wooden crosses that have long decayed, and all of the tombstones just say U.S. soldier, and there is an unknown. Hence why the flag is at half staff. So we left Post Cemetery. We're on our way to Fort Holmes.
We're at Henry Trail.
Just an old horse trail. We had to move over for some horses coming down, but we're gonna go see that fort. However, I got to admit, there is some thunder in the sky. That'll be interesting.
Stairs.
All right, we made it to Fort Holmes. You can see water way down there. Let's see if we can get inside. All right, the entrance to Fort Holmes. You can see it's definitely raining out there. The Mackinac Straits. You can barely see Mackinac Bridge in the distance. There it is, just a little bit. But we're gonna go inside Fort Holmes. Not a very big fort, but the whole point is it's on the top of the hill and it's got walls all around it on the outside. What do you think of Fort Holmes?
It's itty bitty.
We'll let you hit pause and read that, but suffice it to say we're on the highest point on the island. Okay, on our way back to town from Fort Holmes, we found Skull Cave. Don't know why it's called Skull Cave. I don't see a skull, but it's called Skull Cave. Alright, we are done with Mackinac Island. We are on the boat dock, waiting for our boat. The boats run every 30 minutes. The next one's at 3:30, so we got about a 15-minute wait. Alright, that's a wrap at Mackinac Island. Yeah, wrap it up. It rained on us a little bit there in the afternoon, but that kind of helped cool us off. Okay, so a little bit of logistics. We took Shepler's ferry. There's multiple ferries here to go back and forth. It was $36 a person. Purchase at the door. I think it was $34 online. We ended up doing it on the door, at the door, because they had free parking at their site. Otherwise, you have to take shuttles and things like that. Some of the other places. So, this is not our first time over to Mackinac Island. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Really interesting as we met up with my cousin, who happened to have been here from Detroit. It's just really, really weird that he was here with his wife and one of his kids. So that was good to spend some time with them. Obviously, you have to do the arch. It's an easy hike. We also did Post Cemetery. I would recommend doing Post Cemetery clockwise. That way you're going down the stairs instead of up the stairs. But overall it was good. We had a burger at the #1 rated 4.8 star Chuck Wagon burger joint, whatever.
Yes.
So anyhow, I thought it was great. Again, not a first time, but I'm glad we did it again. What do you think, Ange?
Yes, I liked the couple times we got off the onto some trails. There was one point when we left the arch where we could actually go right along Lake Huron, and we were up on a really nice trail. Ran into a couple gardener snakes.
Yep.
And that was lovely. And then every time we got off, the paved roads was really, and there's a ton of that. So you can do lots and lots of hiking, as well as you can ride bikes, or you can take the
buggy rides.
The buggy rides with the horses, because it's not there's no motorized vehicles on Mackinac Island. So.
Quite noisy here in St. Ignace. I've heard, while she was talking, there were 2 horns toot as they're going in and out to Mackinac Island, and then we had the noon signal. I think that's just a test for every noon at noon. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyhow, we're going to call that one a wrap. So we're going to stay here in the UP for a little bit. Probably head over to Munising and do Pictured Rocks and Marquette and what have you. So.
Yes.
So anyhow, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button, and we'll continue to try and get some of these videos out.
Yes.
All right, next time.
Let's go.